In this episode of Motive Garage, presented by Spares Box, Bazza is back and better than ever.
That was sick!
So 3 weeks ago, before the Summernats, Grub decided that we would not only modify Bazza to pass scrutineering at the Summernats, he wanted to give it a new look. The guys from Hoonigan were meant to come over, but for obvious reasons, they haven't now. And he wanted it to look better. I haven't seen it yet. I have no idea what it looks like. Apparently it's coming now, and I get to see it for the very first time. Maybe I need to do like, you know, those makeover shows where I like spin around and reveal it. What do you reckon? I'm waiting for you to tell me. Let's go. I didn't think it was going to be green. No, holy, wow, sunshade, green, vented time attack guard. Look at that. That's hectic.
Fix the front end.
Wow.
Easy Christmas bow.
Oh, beautiful. Red and green.
Yeah.
Christmas
Exactly.
spec. Red, green and white. R32 headlight ducts. Vent. Oh, look at time attack type guards.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Mesh.
Look at that. Lamborghini indicators.
Lamborghini.
Sick. White roll cage. Congratulations, Grub. You have built the dumbest car here. And I love it.
You like it?
Yeah, it's sick. You actually painted it.
Yeah.
This is so dumb. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Wow. Grub was like, what's, I keep saying, what's taking so long? Oh, we're just meant to put indicators on it and a bonnet. And he's like, nah, I've been working on it 12 hours a day. And I'm like, what are you doing? What could you possibly do to a car with no body that required 12 hours a day for like weeks and that?
Okay, we got Bazza back to my place. So the first thing we got to do, me and Lockie, we're going to pull the roll cage out, seats, harnesses, dash, wiring, get everything stripped out, ready to start removing the sound deadening. All right. I put the bonnet on, man. Jeez. It looks completely different, eh? I've also got one of the guards sitting on there. Man, we got to do some work. That looks not like Bazza at all. I think the idea with this, we need to basically protect the radiator area from, like, if we have an explosion or something. So, but I don't like the bonnet skin. So what I actually think I'm going to do is I'm going to de-skin the bonnet and then weld kind of a mini bonnet underneath on the like inner structure, just to cover the radiator and overflow bottle and stuff like that, so that, you know, we kind of retain the look of Bazza without sort of basically leaving a bonnet with skin on it, because that looks ugly. And with the guards, I also don't really like those either, because they really look out of place. So I think I'm just gonna like basically gut them as much as I can and maybe just weld some mesh in there so that, like, you know, somebody can't get their hand stuck in there or whatever. So I think I'm gonna get to that now. Pretty much, if you've never taken the skin off a panel, what we're gonna do is grind with a flappy disc around the edge of the bonnet. That'll basically like cut the edge, and then we can peel the skin off. It's got a little bit of glue and stuff on there, but we're pretty much gonna destroy the top skin of this bonnet. Really what I'm hoping to do is, by taking the bonnet off, it'll kind of give us a bit of a direction on actually how to design the front end of the car, because we've got like the R32 headlight ducts, you know, they're not going to line up very well with the leading edge of the bonnet. You know, the guards, because they're FG guards, they're different to BA, so they're not going to line up properly. So we're pretty much going to have to modify, cut everything, and trim it to make it look right on the car. Alright, wow. That is not what I expected to find under here. There's like a reinforcement around where the bonnet latch goes. And the actual inner skin structure's not too bad. We could probably work with this. Not hideous, but it's also not sexy either. I think there's a lot of trimming I've got to do, and then obviously we've got to cut off this guy. Okay, so I'm getting ready to take the car to Vasey Smash. The last thing we've got to do before we take it there, we've got to strip the engine bay of all the components. Okay, so I've got to remove the intake manifold, the ECU, the catch can, the turbo, the battery, the wiring loom, the brake booster, the brake hoses. So there's quite a few components that got to come out so we can get under there and get rid of all that old pink paint. This is Joe. He got stitched up to help. Good morning. Wow. I'm doing well. You ready to do this?
Every day, mate.
Scotch Brite, let's go. Alright, so I'm just about to start painting the car. I haven't painted a car in like 10 years maybe. I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's see how this turns out. You ready, Joe?
Yeah, mate.
Alright, let's do it. Ooh. That's not the colour we're expecting. That's a beautiful orange you've got there.
Beautiful. Yep.
Oh, that looks... Look at that. Alright, there we go. That's Bazza in green. What do you reckon? Does it look alright? So me and Joe finished putting the clear on. Man, painting, that's hard work. Like, it's exhausting, especially like getting up there, like bending, getting in over the top, stretching, down, up, it's all, man, that's hard work. I don't want to do that anytime soon again. But it's cleared, it's in the oven baking now, so once it bakes off, we'll strip all the paper off, put the wheels back on, push it out, and then we can see what it looks like in the sunlight. Wow, look at that. Look at it in the sun. I got it back to my place. I've still got a lot of work to do, but let's just take a quick look at how the paint actually turned out. It looks amazing. Okay, so we've made good progress on Bazza. We actually kind of built this car backwards. We've ran it due to time constraints and whatnot. We basically had to paint the car first. So now I've come back and just finished all of the fit up of the panels. So we've got the front guards on, headlights and bonnet done. Let's go outside and have a look. Okay, let's take a look over the car. So we've finished the bonnet up. We've made some unique pin mounts. Basically what was going on was the bonnet pins were too short because normally there's a skin on it. So I folded over all the edges on the bonnet. So now they're rounded along here. Same within there. And then we shrank it out all of the intersections where the skin used to go that way. Still got a little bit of metal finishing to do some of the areas, but it's coming together. So the bonnet looks quite nice. Now I've gone and got the headlights mounted. So the next thing I want to do is along this like leading edge here, I'm going to shape this whole front side. Like along here and then up there. You can see like here how there's like a bit of an overhang of the headlight. So I want to make sure that it kind of lines up properly. I started working on the guard. Still need a little bit of work, but basically what I wanted to, excuse me, try and do is carry the theme of like these like swaged, you know, strengthening ribs into the guard so it looks more like an outside panel than an inside, or an inside panel more so than an outside panel. So I've sort of like lined up, if you can see here, I've lined up with that swage there, and then tried to make it the shape of the guard. Looks okay. I think once we like put the front section in, and then I'm going to do another one down the bottom here, which will make the guard look quite thin, which will be quite nice, I think. And then I've also, like, you can see here, like, because this is an FG guard, FGB, yes, FG. Look how much higher the guard sits in relation to the bonnet. So what I've done is I've done a few relief cuts, and then I've actually like reshaped this section of the bonnet. Oh, sorry, it's a guard. Put the relief cuts in, and then like brought the whole guard edge down so it lines up better with the top of the bonnet. So then once I put this last section up and weld it in, probably have to remake this section, but then we'll cut this direction like that, and then it will make the bonnet line up with the guard much better. So we're making good progress. Still got a lot of things to do in a very, very short amount of time. Oh, you can see here, I've also got a couple of surprises. So I figured because the metal is going to get really hot from just being in the sun and having no roof, I thought I'd put some green grass in and some floor mats. So, you know, when you're cruising around in thongs, you can take your shoes off and it'll be comfortable. The other thing I'm working on is a like bit of a sunroof kind of shade cloth arrangement, which will go, you know, across here. Okay, I got the roof finished. Let's take a look. So this has turned out better than I thought it was going to. And what I did is I actually see these trees behind. I got ratchet straps and pulled them from the last eyelet across to the trees, and that gave me enough. That allowed me to like tension the roof skin, and then mark out for the holes. And then I put nutserts in there, nutserted all of the roof. And then I finished it off with some of this bungee rope, which came with this cargo net. You see, I've just slipped it down in there, cut it short, put a couple of the orange holders on, and then back over that side there. So hopefully this keeps us protected from the sun and flying elements. Okay, making progress. I finally got the guards finished. Well, one guard finished. Let's take a look and see what I've done. You can see here I've cut quite a bit out of it now. This is what we started with. So I've got to do this to the other side next. But you can see I've cut and folded all these edges over. Same with there, and I've done another one down the bottom here. We've then mounted it. Oh, you can't see it. Mounted it. I used like a little bracket up there, just pop riveted on the front. Another bent tube under there, as you can see. And then in the holes I've put like chicken wire mesh. And I was gonna leave it open, but basically I think if like somebody like falls on the car while we're driving on like Tough Street or whatever, like their arm could go through there and get stuck in there. So I don't want to have any problems with the scrutineers. So I actually sort of installed this. I folded the metal over the edge of that wire, so now it's like proper solid in there. And then now I've got to do it to this guard. So we're making progress. We've only got a couple days left before we got to go, and I still got to get all this painted, the front end painted. We'll get there. Basically, it's New Year's Eve right now, so it's Saturday. 1 week before. Well, Summernats starts before Saturday, but that's the main day, I guess. Now, if you look behind me there, you can see I've been working on the guard and I've just finished it. So let's go take a look at that. There it is, one finished guard. It's taken a lot of work. Probably a lot more work than I should have put in. Let's flip it over and have a look on the other side. So, you can see how I've installed this mesh. I've like peened it over. We've done our welding. I've cleaned it up mostly, but It's not a show car or anything. Same on this side. I've like filed, finished it as best as I could be bothered to do. So you can see it's mostly smooth. Oh, look who turned up. Hello.
Thought it was orange.
Yeah, well, it's green. What do you reckon?
I mean, it looks hot. Like, it looks...
How good's the colour?
I love the colour. Yeah, right. I rate it.
Got a bit of work to do. Hope you're in for a big day.
You reckon?
We've only got 2 days to go, mate. It's fine.
Yeah, no, it'll be sweet.
Alright, well, let's get to it.
What's wrong with it?
Should do the job right, Porter.
Nice. So, that's good. I'm gonna run that wiring through, but...
Easy to...
Perfect.
Okay, so it's under 6 hours until we leave. Man, me and Porter yesterday, we killed it, eh? We got so much done. There's so much still left to do. I don't even know if they're gonna make it in time. Pretty much, we got to be in Canberra by 7:30. It's now 8 AM. I've worked all night on the car. There's so many little jobs to do after painting, getting it all back together. Let's go take a look at what me and Porter have been up to over the last couple of days. So after finishing the bonnet guards, I sent them off and Joe from Basically Smash did me a massive favour and came in on his holidays to paint the panels for us and doors. They also painted the roll cage white for us, which really stands out now. It's looking really, really good. The gate pipe's all heat wrapped. We've got all the intake manifold and all that stuff back on. You can see in the distance there, we've got the header tank in there now. It was just way easier than trying to use a plastic bottle. The colour's come up pretty good. I'm really, really happy with how it looks. I think Hawko's going to be really shocked considering he thinks the car's going to be orange. And yeah. Oh, I also put side skirts on it. These are side skirts that I made for i30N, but they're a little bit too long, or they were a little bit too, I guess, deep. They didn't fit very well. They made the car too low on an i30, but they seem to work quite well on the Falcon. You can see in the background there, that white roll cage really, really pops. And we also got the tail lights on too. So let's go take a look at those. God, I love 3D printing. Check this out. So rather than like making a metal panel, I just designed this on CAD. Oh, Devo, it wasn't meant to fall through the crack. Let's take two. Oh, 3D printing. Look at that. Oh, so nice. Oh, bonnet vents. Mr. Scott Mitchell.
We're a bit late.
That's fine.
Wasn't our fault though.
No, that's all right. You want to come have a look?
Nice. Ooh. It's got a bit of paint on it.
It's got some paint.
You've got something of it.
You want to do the roll cage up? Hey!
G'day.
Just a little race tape, mate.
Yeah, a little bit. Ooh.
Look at that, nice and fast now.
Good aerodynamics.
Bit of aero.
It's like Christmas. That was Western Sydney camera thing.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Let's go.
Let's go. Get it.
Stuart Lowry. Not much, mate. You want to do some wiring for me?
Want? No. Will? Yes.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, we've made it. It's been 3 long, hard weeks of work, and I've called in so many favours. So, special thanks to Joe from Vasey Smash, Porter, Dawsey, he helped out. My mate Stuart Lowry from Canberra Auto Electrical, he just helped us out this morning just to get some wiring sorted out. Yeah, it's been great. Let's now we're here, let's go have some fun in Bazza. Yeah, it should be interesting. We're getting a lot of looks. Heaps of people checking the car out. Like, it's quite good, so I'm pretty excited. Hawko still hasn't seen the car, so once we get scrutineered, we're going to unload and then we'll go surprise him, I reckon.
Where is he?
Hey.
Hey, Hawker! Merry Christmas! You filthy animal!
I'm actually really digging it. We haven't ruined the exoskeleton either.
No, that's it. We've just enhanced it.
We are going to either get abused or cheered non-stop.
Oh, no, everyone's taking
What do you guys reckon? You like it? It's so dumb, right?
Yeah.
It does the best skids though. Yeah.
Shambagini.
Shambagini? No, Barragini.
Barragini.
Barragini Aventapur. That is so sick. The indicator's
for a
working. Yeah, let's go.
All right. I'll do a lap.
Come on. Yeah. Side bit mirrors, mate.
I didn't get
No mirrors.
I didn't get to mirrors.
I can't believe this passed scrutineering. We made Bazza pass scrutineering.
Yeah, they called Terry. The guy's like, man, you can't be serious. I'm like, well, it's got panels.
So stupid,
Yeah. People, I love it, bro.
Oh, dude, it's actually got paint on it.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's VB themed.
Wow.
It's the same colour as a VB can. Green, white, and red, and gold.
VB Barra.
VB Barra.
I cannot believe. I mean, it's Christmassy too.
Yeah.
So if the rocket cover was white,
Yeah.
it would be VB.
Yeah.
You painted a VB can.
Yeah.
It's a VB can.
Like that?